Hi, everyone. Welcome to Wild Breakaway with Ryan Carter. I'm Audra Martin. After a great effort in Game 1, tonight, Game 2, the Minnesota Wild unable to duplicate that effort. Tonight, it's a 4-3 win for the Vancouver Canucks, and the Wild just didn't have their A game, didn't come out as sharp here tonight. The Vancouver Canucks, however, came out ready to go right out of the gate.
Yeah, they certainly did, and I think the Wild fell into that trap a little bit. I think they started to feel too good about themselves after Game 1. They did do a lot of good things, but I think some of the script coming out of Game 1 or the narrative was that Vancouver didn't do a lot of things they needed to, and because of that, the Wild seemed to just have an easy game. Well, they had to know that it wasn't going to be easy tonight, and it wasn't. Vancouver came out right off the bat. Their top six, they showed you everything they needed to. That's a good team, and they're good players. They bounced back. They played hard, and where they didn't compete that much in Game 1, I thought they outcompeted the Wild in this game. Just a step slow, as Dean Evason mentioned earlier tonight, and they just didn't quite do enough off the bat, unfortunately. But now the Wild are going to have to regroup, hit the reset button. They know the recipe now. They're just going to have to get back to it.
So it was a 4-3 final score tonight in Edmonton. Tanner Pearson scored just 24 seconds into action for Vancouver. Kevin Fiala with 2 goals on the night in the final 2 minutes, 29 seconds of action, but it was too little too late. And a big story tonight, special teams, a busy night for special teams. Unfortunately, the Wild 0 for 6 on the power play. The Canucks capitalized on 1 of 7 opportunities. Those 7 ties the most so far in a postseason game here in 2020. Overall, a tough loss for the Minnesota Wild, but Dean Evason was asked about the potential of those last-minute goals from Kevin Fiala and maybe a little bit of a shakeup for Markstrom carrying over to Game 3.
Yeah, 100%. And I haven't looked at that last shot, but I don't know if Markstrom saw that last one coming either. So, I mean, obviously it's a little too late there, but it showed that our group did not quit. We were still trying to do the right things. We were competing off of those face-offs to get the puck to the net, and for sure we will build off of everything we can possibly build off of.
And the opportunity to do so comes your way Thursday afternoon. Finally, an early game for the Wild. Game 3 against the Canucks comes your way, starting with Wild Live at 1 o'clock on Fox Sports North as we take you up to a puck drop at 1:30. So best of 5 game series now becomes really a best of 3 game series. So what are you looking for the Wild to maybe get back closer to the game we saw in Game 1?
Well, I do think Dean mentioned that he wants to build on the positives, and perhaps maybe scaring or creating some doubt in Markstrom's mind could be important. But I think they need to not focus on what's going on in Vancouver's locker room, refocus on what's going on in their locker room. They did a lot of good things, find a way to stay out of the penalty box. I think they got a little bit loose with their sticks. They've also got to find a way to execute. I think the focus just wasn't quite there. They've got to zero that back in. Take pride in their passes, take pride in their plays, play with some physicality, some jam, go out there and play these guys. I think it'll be a much more even Game 3 than we've had in the first 2.
All right, we'll see if that comes to fruition Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock. We hope you spend your lunch hour with us after staying up late here with us tonight on Wild Breakaway. We appreciate it. For Ryan Carter, I'm Audra Martin. We'll see you next time.